Welcome back to Detective Month here on Toon'd, where I review cartoons, no matter how new, no matter how old, no matter the cost. As always, I'm Josh the Fox Mills. Today, I'm going to talk about a legendary cartoon. So, let's talk about Scooby-Doo. This talking Great Dane and his human associates are arguably the most influential and successful of all of Hanna-Barbera's cartoons. Oh yes, my friend, this is a Hanna-Barbarian.
Ha! Hoo! Ha! Raggy!
Come join me and this big sandwich as I dig into the mystery classic, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Was created in 1969 in an effort to make a non-violent alternative to the superhero cartoons at the time and appease parental watch groups. Yes, they had those back then too. Anyway, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Was a cartoon about a group of unlikely teenage friends and their talking dog driving around in a van at night and solving mysteries. That totally doesn't seem suspicious at all. Hey, what happened to my big sandwich? What, I'll kill you, you son of a... No, Josh, calm down. He's a guest. Let's just hit the theme song for a moment while I calm my seething rage.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you, pretending you got silver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver.
No, that's not gonna do it. I'm just gonna take this pillow and beat it up for a few seconds while we continue the rest of the theme song. Take that, TARDIS! Is your pain bigger on the inside?
You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact.
No more snacks for him. He ate my sandwich. What am I gonna eat?
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you. You're ready and you're willing. If we can count on you, Scooby-Doo, I know we'll catch that feeling.
Okay. I think I'm over it, but don't let it happen again. Anyway, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Lasted for 41 episodes and wound up being cancelled in 1970 with 2 seasons. Kind of. See, after it became a huge success for Hanna-Barbera, it was revived for a 3rd season in 1978, where they introduced the bane of the series, Scrappy-Doo.
Wow, I haven't seen...
Look away, Daphne. We all promised each other that we would never speak of him. Not ever.
I was actually hoping I was going to be able to avoid talking about Scrappy in this review. But no, he's part of the classic series because of a technicality. There isn't much to say about Scooby-Doo's puppy nephew. He wants to fight everything instead of running from it, worships Scooby as if Scooby is a brave hero, and even has a catchphrase. Da-da-da-da-da-da! Annoying character! Let's stop talking about the walking argument for spaying and neutering your pets and move on to the rest of the cast. Fred Jones, the unofficial all-American jock leader of the group. He tends to make the plans, set the traps, and is voiced by Frank Welker. Wait, Frank Welker? But Freddy isn't an animal. Weird. Daphne Blake, the popular and beautiful rich girl of the gang. She is very clearly Fred's girlfriend and they often split up together in order to go look for clues. They're looking for something, alright. Am I right? A pipe. There's no one there. Velma Dinkley, the shorter, glasses-wearing, sweater aficionado and nerd girl stereotype. She is an aspiring mystery novelist, and possibly the reason why the gang is so keen on solving these mysteries. I don't mind saying I used to have a crush on Velma, and actually found her more attractive than Daphne. Though, mind you, not by much. Finally, we reach the real stars of the show. Norville Shaggy Rogers was voiced by radio personality Casey Kasem. Shaggy fits the stoner teen stereotype of the 70s and 80s that was never officially shown. It would explain why he eats so much and is best friends with a dog. Said best friend is the titular character, Scooby-Doo. He is a Great Dane who seems to talk, but most of the time only the gang and the audience can understand him, supporting the idea that the gang uses drugs. As evident from the sandwich, Scooby is also constantly eating a lot. Scooby was voiced by the late and legendary voice actor Don Messick. The early series had a bit of a formula to it. Each episode had a limited cast, so villains of the episode were often the only other person they met other than the police officer. After being caught, it is still a tradition after all these years for the villain to declare that they would have gotten away with their scheme if not for those meddling kids and their stupid dog. And speaking of meddling, I think it's about time I give my final thoughts.
What does the fox say?
Scooby-Doo has become one of, if not the staple of the Hannah-Barbera label, and is beloved worldwide and by generations. I personally never got into it that much. Don't get me wrong, I would watch it if there was nothing else on. But the cornball comedy always got to me, and I was never really a big fan of mysteries to begin with, to be honest. I did always find it funny how much evidence of drug use was in the show without officially saying anything. I mean, do we really think the Mystery Machine van was always driving on dusty roads or had that many motor problems? No. That exhaust looks way too suspicious, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, if you have a tolerance for the Hanna-Barbera joke formula or plot formula, and or love mysteries, then I can recommend this tune. Otherwise, just walk away. Next week, Detective Month continues with the world's greatest detective. Join me next night. Join me next week. That's better. I'm sorry about that. Join me next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. For the Dark Knight himself, Batman. Until then, stay tuned.